What is going on YouTube? Hannah Math making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video specifically, I want to do a couple comparisons. As you guys know, XRP is actually doing pretty darn well the past couple of days, as well as the rest of the market. We've pretty much just been watching consolidation for the past few, episodes, but just recently it seems like we've actually broken through some pretty strong resistances. This is key for us to continue pumping to higher levels. I am extremely excited. Hopefully you guys are too. If you want to know everything there is to know about what's happening right now within crypto and where XRP is going, definitely make sure to watch the video to the end. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, smash that thumbs up button. This does help support the YouTube algorithm. Follow me on Twitter at CryptoVOfficial. Make sure to turn on post notifications so you don't miss out. And otherwise, let's jump right into today's video. Alright guys, so before we jump into today's episode, I made a video yesterday basically explaining why I believe and why analysts believe that XRP Ripple is basically destined to explode and shoot up to higher levels. And this is actually pretty darn true. So for the most part, as I've been watching cryptocurrency, analysts have come out to basically say that as we start to head to all-time highs, it's going to be harder and harder to chart cryptocurrency because there's going to be less supports and resistances. And this is a very valid and true statement. So with that knowledge, I do want to continue on figuring out what exactly is happening, what are the plays, and where crypto and XRP are headed to go. Obviously, if we do have some time, we will look at the S&P 500 once again. The market doesn't open up for another half hour, so it really doesn't help us just yet, but I do believe we're going to see some very interesting things come for not only the US economy, but cryptocurrency as a whole. Now to jump right into today's video, you can see top 10 cryptocurrencies are pretty much just hanging out, consolidating. Litecoin is the only one that's actually breaking bullish, up 8% today. As you guys remember, Litecoin, we discussed yesterday's episode that there was a beautiful ascending triangle forming. And obviously, if we manage to just break above resistance here, above this 64 resistance level, we were going to basically pop off. And that's exactly what happened. $70. So why is this so important? Why does this help us out? Why does this pretty much lead to other cryptocurrencies booming? Here's what I want to talk about. Notice that when we did decide to pop off, we were actually pretty close to being overbought. Notice that we are pretty much retesting that overbought market right now, and we're actually still pumping higher. This is key to determining the other cryptocurrencies. So I do just want to pull up Bityard right now. As you guys can clearly see, Bityard is actually popping off too. This is XRP to Tether right here. You can see the symmetrical triangle. I actually had a couple of people ask me why I was tweaking my charts just a little bit. Reason being is pretty much cryptocurrency and the US economy is not a closed system. Things are not 100% as they appear. It's not mathematics. 2 plus 2 is not equal to 4 in scenarios in cryptocurrency and things like that. There are too many outliers, too many changing, and too many moving parts. So when you do see certain things that have to be tweaked to align themselves to make for a better, charting and a better analysis, that's what you have to do. So, we don't know the whole history until it happens. So we're pretty much just slightly tweaking things and moving things around until we can pretty much figure out where the market's headed. So with that being said, I tweaked the charts, as you guys can see. So the neckline broke out bullish. You can see not only that, even with that being said, we did have the sideways channel that was formed here, and we discussed in depth, I remember, that if we see a break above resistance, above the 0.25 on this channel, we were destined to pop off. Not only that, it was interesting to see that we were pretty much bottoming out on the moving averages, the 20 and 40-day moving averages right here. And you can see pretty much, even though I tweaked the symmetrical triangle formation, we still had this resistance. We had multiple days of retesting. Second, we broke above 0.25. We exploded up to the upside. Hopefully you guys took advantage of that. If you didn't, definitely make sure to check out my Patreon in the description down below. For those of you that don't know what Patreon is, it's basically where I share all of my trading analysis, all of my specific trades. A lot of people like to copy me. I don't like to give out advice, trading advice for what you guys do. I just talk as to what I like to do. But if you guys were interested in learning my specific trades, I've saved them all for my Patreon. We have over 100 people, or I think now it's 90 people, that are die-hard traders in cryptocurrency. It's a great community. So definitely make sure to sign up and check out Patreon. I did link it in the description down below. Otherwise, jumping into what I was referring to, Bityard, the exchange that I used to basically leverage trade cryptocurrency, was a beautiful possibility of basically opening a trade right here here at 0.25 and capitalizing off the run. We're now at 0.28 from 0.27. This is a huge jump, and we actually were able to, pretty much profit off of this run to the upside. Very easy buying in just a little bit above this resistance, and now we're pretty much just, riding this wave up. I did sell out and take some profits a little bit higher up because I am a conservative trader, but for those that are continuing to hang on in here, just move a stop loss up higher in case we recede lower, which we may do. The great thing and the reason we're actually pumping is because of the video I made yesterday or 2 days ago. What's interesting is I discussed, as I zoom out, that we're pretty much headed up to 0.293 for XRP. Why am I saying that? Because we were so underdeveloped and so low in our moving averages. We were so extremely below the moving averages that we needed to, climb back up and retest this bottom support, or it's actually a resistance for right now. But granted, we are still below this, and there is still plenty of room on XRP to pump. We've seen it happen within Bitcoin. The second Bitcoin comes, then the rally, dumps into XRP. It was just like what happened in 2017. So that's pretty much what we're waiting on right now. Let's reset this. Boom. So what we're referring to basically is the fact that there's a very high chance XRP is going to swing all the way back up to retest 0.29. Then we're going to start to hit some resistance and then look for some clearance to head up higher. So for those of you interested in trading or want to be buying in, I do believe the top is going to be 0.29, and I believe we're going to be headed all the way up there this week. So expect some new highs for this week in November, mid-November. So granted, probably by the 23rd or 24th, we're going to be seeing XRP probably up to 0.29, retesting this moving average, and then we're going to have to start looking at weekly averages on XRP. So granted, this is the pump we were waiting for. This is the clear symmetrical triangle, the beautiful uptrend. Resistance broke bullish, and now we're heading up higher. Granted, we are retesting resistance right now, but I do believe we're going to dip into the overbought market. So definitely make sure, if you're interested in getting involved in the trade, definitely make sure to sign up with BitYard. A free $50 is offered in Bitcoin for those that are new to the exchange. But definitely make sure to check this out, because this is the website that I use to basically buy long and sell short, as well as leverage trade cryptocurrency. They have a ton of different cryptos: XRP, Litecoin, Ethereum. They have all these other altcoins as well as derivative trades, which is like the S&P 500, Dow Jones, gold, silver, things like that. It's huge. So definitely make sure to check it out. Otherwise, while I still have a little bit of time left, I do just want to talk about the other cryptos. Ethereum clearly has a resistance up top here, but you can clearly see that we are bouncing off a bottom resistance, which I want to draw right here, where we retested that and reversed downwards. You can see there's a channel forming here. We bounced off of the bottom and we're starting to head back up. I would not be surprised by the end of the week we retest 477. So the green light is on, guys. I do believe we're headed up higher in a lot of these cryptocurrencies. You can even see Bitcoin, as it retested its bottom here, is now starting to pump higher. There's really no price ceiling. There's really no high for Bitcoin. We're just headed up higher and higher. Ooh, I just activated Siri on my watch. We're still, headed up higher and higher and higher for cryptocurrency. So there's really no top. Obviously, if we really wanted to play it safe, we can just consider that maybe this is the resistance right here. I mean, if we scroll back into history, is there any sort of retestment here? It's hard to say. There's really little to no, resistances being in place. This is definitely a top right here. And, we do have definitely some ways to move to 17,000, but it's definitely on the verge to doing so. There's a small resistance at play right here. So it's really, hit or miss. I believe the markets are going to be heading up higher. I believe by 2020, we're going to see some all-time highs. So this is incredible. Definitely make sure to, hodl strong, hold a bag if you need, but I do believe we're going to be heading up higher. Litecoin also broke bullish outside of its resistance. We had an ascending triangle, broke bullish, broke above the neckline, this price ceiling, and we popped off and exploded. Same thing happened with XRP as we're popping off as well. So resistances were broken. Now we're breaking upwards. This is huge. Definitely make sure to be checking this out and staying in tune, because these pumps are definitely something that are on its way. And there's a very good chance we're going to continue to be pumping higher. Otherwise, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's episode. I wanted to talk a little bit more about, the S&P 500, but ultimately, I do believe that due to this reversal candle forming right here, long-legged doji, there's a good chance it's going to reverse downwards as we open today's market in about a half hour. Otherwise, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, CryptoVofficial, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.